Hello, my name is Boring Beryl Whittaker, the official culinary concoctor at Down Under Pharaoh, and I'd like to offer you a warm welcome to the very first Flavours of Egypt video. When Cameron was in Egypt land, one of the most charming of offered refreshments was a drink known as carcaday. Made from the West African Roselle Hibiscus, from north to south it was served sometimes with honey, sometimes with mint and sugar, and often with ice as well. Very refreshing, hovering between sweet and sour like nectar from the gods. Oh, handle with care, you imbecile. And now that I've whet your appetite for making carcaday, I can tell you right now, quite frankly, I'm not going to be making that today. We're going to be making Rosella jam, which is a culinary speciality in southeast Queensland, where I'm currently sitting. I just can't be bothered making carcaday. Even though it only takes less than half an hour, I'd much rather punish myself with 4.5 hours making Rosella jam. Firstly, you need to collect the calyces, which are these reddish little sheaths that are the spent flowers of the hibiscus. Take the time to collect at least 60 of the calyces and make sure you wash them thoroughly to remove any bugs or vile oobies or even bast cat statues made of bronze. You just never know what lone lurkers are hiding in my bushes. Now, what you've got to do with the calyx is cut the end off this star section, and that will show you its inside in a ball. Now, that's what we want to make the pectin. That's what you need to make the jam set. You put that to the side, and you keep cutting away, and you cut them down the sides, and you slip it out, and you throw away those stars. You don't want them or need them. I can't stand them. They take up space in my kitchen. Every now and again, though, you're going to find one that's a little mouldy, or something's not quite right, and I'll show you one of those now. This one's a good one. Thumbs up for that one. But this one looks like the Eye of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's hideous. Throw it away and bring me another lover. Now make sure you keep the red husks, not the stars as mentioned. Just keep them for later. They need to be kept for the sauce. Oh, I mean the jam. Anyway, you wash them again, these balls. Wash your balls in the saucepan and cover them with 1 inch of water. They're actually the seed pods, which become quite creepy later when we start boiling them. This is half an hour of boiling you want to do. Remember to keep stirring. You don't want them burning on the bottom. See, they're getting clearer and clearer. And then when they're finally done, you drain away the liquid, which is the pectin. See, you can see the seeds right through the sack. It's quite creepy. It reminds me of Sigourney Weaver's Alien movie. Those pods where the aliens come out and through the stomach. Oh, it's vile. But this stuff is absolutely essential for the jam. It makes the jam set. Is that clear? The amount of strained liquid pectin you've created should be matched equally by the amount of sugar. So there's 2 equal bowls here. Do you understand? Yes. Right, now it's time to get back to those delicious-looking Rosella sheaths. This is the most important part of the flavour creation. That's where all the flavour is, and it's so tangy. Make sure you give them a thorough wash. It's almost like some kind of irrigation you need to do. You need to make sure they're clean. Nobody wants any worms in their jam. See, there's little bits in there. You just got to wash it all out. Back to the sugar and the pectin again. Oh, yes, that's right. We've got to put it in a saucepan. Together, all of it. Throw it in and stir like buggery. That's what we've got to do now. For about 20 minutes to half an hour. Give it a bit of a reduction. A little bit more sugar to sweeten it up a bit. You don't want to be a sour tart all your life. Now, most importantly, you need to boil your bottles to sterilise them. And once they're boiled, put them in the oven for about 10 minutes to dry them out. It only takes a short while to do this. Don't be lazy about it, otherwise you'll get mould. And nobody likes a mouldy Mandy on a Monday. That's for sure. There's too many of them on the island as it is. Now just slop it into the jar, make sure it's piping hot, and fill it right up to the brim. That's very important. That will prevent any mould happening if it's touching up in the lid. And I'm not the best pourer in the world, but it doesn't matter. You can always lick your jar afterwards if you're that desperate. But by jinkies, it's delicious. Especially on toast. See those little nuggets of Rosella husk? They are absolutely divine. They're like little tangy nuggets of just pure heaven. So you can put this on scones as well, which is always traditional with chantilly cream. But I've had enough of this now, and even though that is a lovely bowl of hippopotamus from the first dynasty, actually it's pre-dynastic, I need a Bex and a lie down.